Again, Penn State, real quick. You guys have kind of covered that one up, but again, right at the end of the half, then I get a couple stops. Didn't manage it well. Offensively, the pick. In a close game, we kind of let it get away. Did battle back third quarter against Penn State to kind of hang, but still didn't have enough defensive stops or offensive firepower, and offense meaning just our ability to score points. So you got a stat day and you move the ball, but we need to get some points that we didn't. And again, lost another tough game on the road. Fortunate to have Purdue this week in a rival game, a big game, and they're playing well. And a lot at stake as we always play each other. So with that, we'll talk questions with you.
Your second go around with the bucket game, does it mean a little bit more to you this time? Do you have just a bigger sense of what that game is?
I haven't been in the league in the region for a long time, and haven't been in places where you always had quote a rival per se. Although I always contend that there's no such thing as a big game; they're all big. But we are fortunate to have a great rival that's historic, and we're playing for a trophy, and it means a lot to both sides and the fan bases and students and coaches and players. So that's great. That means a lot to me. I think it's just a little bit more year two, a little bit more not necessarily the game, but just an attraction and commitment to our kids and wanting to get guys like Adam and Will to have a great week and in their career. They've made a lot of investment here. I think they've helped us significantly. I think they've laid they've earmarked our program with their commitment and work, and it'd be nice to send those guys out on a positive note. They've been a very positive part of our deal. So to get the scoreboard right and to get a W would be great for those. So I'm a little bit more attached, I think, to the guys in our season and wanting the season in on a positive note more than, the games means more because you've already been in it.
You see some of the younger guys who are maybe more vocal responding to that, kind of maybe seeing this as an opportunity to really give them one last shot, I guess?
I don't know. I mean, I think we practice, at a certain pace, a certain way. And, some guys are chattery and some guys aren't. Some guys, always practice at higher levels of intensity than other guys. So, again, I don't think, as young as our team is, that there's a nostalgia of this is it. We're still kind of building. I just like to say out of respect for Adam and Will and Nick Sliger and Larry Black and those guys, like to have a great week because those guys have been great leaders and have. But I don't think the rallying point of our team is let's play well for those guys. I think we're playing well for everybody. We always talk about playing well for your teammate and the guy on each side of you. And that being said, again, I don't think we have a nostalgic group or. Like we said a few weeks ago, senior, we don't feel like it's over. And again, I want to send some seniors out the right way because of what they've done for us. But I still feel as youthful as well. We're still just kind of continuing to keep moving in a positive direction as we build. And these seniors are going to end their career. But to me, it's not like it's over. They're a big part of our start, and they're going to be a big part of our start as we keep moving forward in years to come.
Defense isn't performing at the level that you want it to, but is there progress that guys are putting themselves in a position to make a play? They're just not making the plays. Maybe it's much.
Sometimes and sometimes we're getting blocked or not getting off blocks, and sometimes we're just misaligning, not executing right, and sometimes we got to keep looking and putting guys in good places. And so schematically, are we doing the right things? With offense or defensive play calls and structure and I always say offensively. You can draw the pass routes in the world, but if you can't pass block, they don't work. So, that being said, it's execution, it's coaching execution, it's putting it together. So, defensively, we've had a couple games where numbers have not been what we need it to be. Offense, 2 turnovers again last week. I think we had 3 the week before. I think we had a couple at Navy. But we've got 12 turnovers. I think we've got 7 of them in 4 games, where we've got 2, 2, 2, and 3. And so we have 7 turnovers in 4 games, and in 11 games we've got 5. Again, I don't think our team that takes points off the board. Last week we have 2 turnovers in the scoring zone. So defensively, our defense is there. Are we making turnovers? Are we getting turnovers? I think we're 3rd or 4th in the conference in fewest turnovers given up, but we're tied for next to last with turnovers created. So turnover ratio is not an offensive stat, a defensive stat, it's a team stat. So when we're talking our defensive play, yes, sometimes we're in position and we make a play, sometimes we don't. Sometimes we're not in position, we're getting blocked. That happens sometimes too. But we've got to keep evolving physically and keep evolving schematically on both sides of the ball and in the kicking game. We got to keep improving. And that's player development, recruiting, and that's coaching, and keep learning what we can and can't do.
You talked about having work to do and ways to go. How close are you, or how far away are you from getting over the hump and to the point where you want to be?
Again, I think we've made, some solid progress. I think we've got some scoreboards that we needed to get on our side that we let go this year, whether we didn't manage the game right or call it right or execute it right or make a play. So we've went from not a good start year one numbers, but laying a decent foundation. Now the foundation's taken off and we're moving, and we've had a little bit more success. We got an opportunity this week to get our third Big Ten win, to get 2 of them on the road, and to get a win in a rival game. So that would be a nice finish. At the same time, our standard is I think, internally a little bit higher than most people, I think, outside would think it would be. So to me, we've got a long way to go, because we're not trying to, be competitive. We're not trying to be close. We cautioned our team early in the year to not accept getting patted on the back for playing a close game. Our object is to win, play winning football, play competitive football, play football that matches this school, because this school is an awesome school and it deserves to have an awesome team. So, at the same time, we're getting there, but I don't know if you're ever there. You're going to keep pushing. I don't think any coach will say he's ever over the hump. And because I think once you get there, once you have success, the ability to maintain it will even be harder than us building. So even talking today as we move forward, like, hey, what will be our thoughts next off as we finish this week? Now there's not a bowl game. We get into recruiting. We get into off season. What's the plan to keep building? But before we build, we've got about 5 more days to get through Saturday in the 2012 season, in fairness to Adam and Will and Nick and Charlie Love, who has a knee, Charles Love, who's got operated on Friday, our other 5th senior that was a scholarship guy coming in. We got Alex Webb and Nick Freeland, walked-on guys who are out there playing for us a little bit. They're seniors. We got some juniors that wanted to graduate, aren't coming back. But at the end of the day, for those, there's 3 or 4 or 5 special seniors, and we need to end this season really good for those guys.